got one glass dish, one cast iron pie plate. They're both 9-inch. They're both 9-inch pie plates, so we're gonna make like a 12-inch round circle here with this dough. We hope. So let's get some flour. We're gonna that's a lot of flour. Okay. So this has been in the fridge overnight. It's firmed up pretty good. And see again, you can see all of the butter just marbleized down in there. We might have to let this rest a little bit to soften it up so we can start rolling it. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll coat it on both. So we'll let it sit here and warm up a little bit. All right, let's see if this warmed up enough to roll. Using this heavy rolling pin, I hadn't used this one before. I have a little French rolling pin that normally works really good for what I have here in the kitchen. We're just gonna keep on rolling this and turning it. I got to get it rounder, or it's not gonna work. And that's, I guess, a skill in itself, just rolling out a pie crust. And we're getting there. So we need a 12-inch square, which is this outside piece here. So we're getting close. We're getting close to it. Where's that at again? It's out here. No, it's this one right here. So it's okay. We're getting there. Not very round, is it? I'm gonna have to get some to go that way. I know some of y'all are sitting there screaming out, "You're doing it all wrong." But I think we got that's a perfectly good pie crust here. Might not be look at that, golly. Might not be perfectly round, but we have our 12 inches. Let's go ahead and check that. We got about 12 inches either way. We're gonna fit in that 9-inch pie plate. Let's see. All right. Perfect transfer. Okay. Now we're not pushing our crust down in there, we're lifting it. If you try to push it, it's gonna tear. Let me get that crust down in there like that. Alrighty, I located my shears. And cut off some of this excess here. We don't need quite all that excess. Alrighty, let me. And we got that down in there really nice. Okay, I'm gonna fold the crust under here. Okay, we got a crust down in the pie. Okay, let's see if we can do this. Let's go ahead and crimp it. So I'm taking my thumb and my fingers here and just going through and putting a little crimp in it. Homemade pie. Show that you put a little effort into it. There you go. Nice, tall, beautiful pie. And I'm going to go ahead and set this in the freezer and let it firm up, and then we'll come back and make our filling for these pies. Let's see. All right, let's do this over. All right, so you keep everything floured up. Oh, you can see the chunks of butter in there. Do it right, Dave. Do it right. You'll tear up your dough. You can't get in a hurry. So we tug that off. All right. Perfect. Perfect. Plenty of leeway all the way around. All right, let's get this. I think this is a deeper dish. I want to put the pumpkin pie in this one. I'll fill that up with all that custard up in there. Holy moly. It's going to be good. It's going to be really good. Okay. How's that look? Not too shabby. We'll put a pumpkin pie down in there. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Get in my tummy. We'll set this in the freezer, let it set up also for about an hour. Alrighty, we got our pie crust par baked or blind baked. We're gonna go ahead and make us a pie now. It's time to get moving on these pies and get them in the back of the oven. It's getting late. Okay, let's see what we need here. We have 57 grams of melted butter. 57 grams down in the bowl. We need 350 grams of corn syrup. Let's see if we can make that work. Dark corn syrup. So again, I'm measuring this out. It's flowing pretty good. I thought this was going to be so thick, but it's been sitting out here in the, let me check that measurement, 350 grams. I have 196. $3.50. $3.50. All right, corn syrup is in. We need 150 grams of sugar. That's going to bring that up to just regular sugar. It's going to bring it up to 150, or it's going to bring it up to 500 grams. There it is. We got 504. Oh well, can't take it out. I guess I could take it out. All right, we need 3 eggs. All right, 3 eggs. All right, let's put those 3 eggs in there. Didn't see any shells in it. A couple teaspoons of vanilla. A little vanilla for flavoring. And we're going to need 3/4 teaspoon of salt. This is pecan pie. What's missing, folks? What's missing? Pecans are missing one thing. Look at that. Look at that. Yummy, 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 yummy. Doesn't get much better than that. All right, we have our oven preheated for 425. I was going to try to put both pies in, the pumpkin and the pecan at the same time, but this one starts out at 400 degrees. So we'll mix up the pumpkin second. So let me bring our beautiful pie shells over here. Wow, look at that. Look how that bottom did. I don't really want to take the tinning off. I can take it off at the end when we're, if it needs to get a little bit more brownie, but I don't want to take a chance with it burning. All right, first thing we're going to put in there. I did roast the pecans this morning. You thought I forgot about the pecans, didn't you? So this is 1.5 cups, 180 grams of roasted Texas pecans from right here in Lubbock, Texas. So homegrown, that's what we call it, homegrown pecan. Wow, that's a lot of pecans. I might have to take the 10 off to look at it. We can put it back. All righty. Pecans in. Let's go ahead and dump the, where's my whisk? For some reason, I'm thinking I'm missing something here. I think I'm missing the brown sugar, but it doesn't call for brown sugar. All right, let's dump our, fill our pie. Wow, there. Wowzer. Look at those pecans float to the top there. All right, let's put that on. And I'm going to dress it up just a hair more. See if we can pull this off. See how long this is going to take to pull that off. All righty, our pie is ready to go back in the oven. Look how beautiful that is with the pecans laid all over the top. Wow, I'm really excited for it. Let's see if we can get this thing retanted. Holy freaking moly! Wow, we made us a pecan pie. Dang, that looks good. It's gonna set up nice, and that crust did really, really nice. All right, let me move this out of the way. I'm gonna show you the other crust. We're fixing to bake the pumpkin pie. Obviously, we didn't have enough weights. This is the pan that we had the rice in. Well, when it's set up, you see how it shrunk in. This is what we're trying to prevent by doing the pre-bake or the par bake or the blind bake. Anyway, we're gonna use it anyway. We put a lot of work into that. The whole crust might die, or the whole pie might not fit, but we're gonna fit what we can and go from there. That's about what we can do. That's a shame, but that's all we can do. We'll come up over that edge there if we try to do anything else. Oh well, it is what it is. I'll save that and make some little custard cups or something. All righty, we got our pumpkin pie out just now. Let me see if I can carry it over there. Just now came out of the oven, and supposed to be a little bit shaky in the middle. It's a little bit shaky. It's going to finish setting up right here on the counter. So other than our little crust problem here, I love the pumpkin pie. I love the pecan pie. Really pleased. Happy Thanksgiving, folks.